Yes.
you think the government should provide a option for people who want to leave the area, people with small babies, elderly who have some chronic illness, who have needed medication to be refrigerated. Some of those people would want to take the option of moving out of the area for a while till things get back to normal. Do you think they should be given that option, or do you think people are looking for that option?
It's twofold. I can tell you that St. Elizabeth people don't love to leave their yard. Even as a exposed human being, I can tell
Not
you the hardest
Jamaican.
thing for me. My God, the
Not
hardest thing for
Jamaican.
me to do is to go to Kingston right now.
Yeah.
So I know for a fact that the people do not want to leave their homes. But what we're asking is that if they're gonna leave, they're not gonna leave for somewhere that they don't know. Nobody will leave not knowing where they will go.
Right.
And I don't think I don't think the people have that kind of confidence in where they will. So you may not have that kind of um in terms
I
of
lose.
persons want.
Thank you. I lost you a while ago.
I was saying you may not have, even if the government provides that, it should be provided. But what I'm saying, you may not have the uptake because nobody wants to leave their home not knowing where they will go.
Well, as I was thinking, is that people who are vulnerable, that I think the situation now calls for the fittest of the fittest, and the young babies, mothers who are close to their delivery date, the elderly, people who have certain disabilities.
But what we are saying is that they do not have the confidence that the government will provide them with a better alternative. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting. Yeah. That's what I'm getting on the ground.
Oh.
And if you, because I thought initially when you are in a crisis situation, hurricane crisis situation, there would have been a central location where you'd have Operation hurricane relief, where people could go to get information. People could be directed as to the most vulnerable communities, to even commuters who are coming in to give support. They do not know where to go. They do not know who to talk to. It cannot be that it's the police station that they're going to. The police station have a different role to play. The fire brigade have a different role to play. But where is the operations to provide any form of support system to the people who don't know who to go to, who do not know where? You have to have a location, and it's not everywhere in St. Elizabeth that is flooded. But up until now, the only location that I have seen is a JDF's campsite. Nobody is going to go there. That doesn't seem like a place where people can go for safe.
Shed some light on this. Shed some light on this for me. You ran in the last general election. You get over 8,000 votes, don't?
Yes, 8,500.
So all heap of people know you, and you know all heap of people. Plus, you know all heap of the people from the other side too. Have you been contacted as a point of information to assist with collecting the data in the community? And just to twin the two, another question with that, have you seen government agencies on the ground in there collecting the necessary data to get people start sorting out?
It's not even the government, not even the government know where to go right now. that is a disconnect that is happening with the relief that is happening.
What?
On the ground. Yes, I don't think there is anybody if you call 1,000 people in St. Elizabeth, in Westmoreland, in Hanover, they do not know where to go to get any information how to deal with this hurricane relief.
And nobody not reached to them yet?
No, and nobody reached to them yet. I can tell you that what the government has initiated is a $10 million grant or proposed support to MPs. Yeah. And you and I know, and I've been wanting to say this for a very long time. $10 million is what them spend on me in one PD in a Southwest.
Tell her. $10 million they spend in one PD to beat you.
I can tell you the PDs. I can tell you the 3 PDs in Brompton where them spend $10 million per me. So when you're looking at an entire constituency with 4 divisions, with over 20,000 people, how $10 million is going to help relief when half of a constituency has been devastated. Now, $10 million can only go to 100 persons. We have had more than maybe over 3,000 persons have been roofless. And you don't talk about the ones without homes. You don't talk about the farms that have been annihilated. You don't talk about the cars, the businesses. So when you talk about $10 million, it's a slap in the face for any government member of parliament. I would be ashamed to be an MP right now and my member, my prime minister give me $10 million.
In this crisis.
Yes, I would be ashamed. And it is a sad state when both political parties cannot join together to state clearly that this is woefully inadequate. And everybody knows that.
Everybody on the face of the
but
earth
nobody not going. Listen, nobody not going to, because the sad part about it is Jamaica is too far divided for us to combine for a devastating hurricane support and relief effort for its people. The only time we come together is, I don't know, because I thought this hurricane would have brought the political parties together.
It should have.
I never know. I cannot imagine that it could have divided us more when we are in a crisis together. Remember, the hurricane licked everybody roof, and I never licked PNP and JLP roof. So if you in a parliament can't even come together to speak cohesively, operatively, to say that you cannot accept $10 million, it's very shameful to know say one and two of the PNP MP them speak out against it, when it should be the whole parliament. Say, Prime Minister, you can't do that. You mash way up. Come on, man. Even with neighbors who don't get affected in the other parishes, you should speak up for the MPs in St. Elizabeth, the MPs in Hanover, Westmoreland, Trelawney, St. James. How can we not come together in a crisis like this? But I'm not surprised, because we are too deep in tribalism, and it's going to affect us for the future. It's going to affect us, our children. It's going to affect the future of our nation, because we're too tribal as a people. When I say hurricane relief, a man can't even speak up for him colleague, even if him on the other side, to give him support. Those things hurt me, because all right, let me tell you exactly what is happening in Southwest. The PNP has two PNP. The PNP has two councillors, and the JLP has two councillors. The member of parliament is Floyd Green. Can I tell you that 9.5 years, going 10 years, he has not had one meeting with the four councillors them? 9.5 years. He has never met with the PNP councillors. He has never met all together as a team.
Wow.
And this is what the people support. This is the lack of organization, the lack of cohesiveness that to build a constituency. And it's going to fail us, and it's going to cause problems for the future, because no more than ever, the member of parliament need to call the four councillors, the two PNP councillors who are in Black River and Brompton. They're going to suffer drastically because they are not JLP.
What role is the municipal corporation playing in the rebuilding of St. Elizabeth right now?
Well, I don't want to speak decisively on that, because this is how removed we are from what is happening. And I may not be, because there is no position in the Constitution that says caretaker. So I refuse to accept that title, because caretaker means that you get paid. I don't get paid.
Right.
Whatever I do now is
from
as a resident.
Yeah.
Is as a resident and as a person who love our people. And that me I do out of my pocket, me I do everything now. So what I'm saying is that I am no longer a candidate.
Right.
So people are still looking to me as the person who ran.
You better know.
Everybody's coming to me. I am saying,
hear this now? Mama, you my vote for now, Mama. So
MP, and I have to bet them know say one MP they have and a Floyd Green.
Yeah, but the Prime Minister said in the Parliament that when it comes to the thing about caretaker, him don't know where him dep on it. The Prime Minister need to know where you're there, because if the Labour right caretaker or the Labour right man will run and lose and get things in a FEME constituency, then the PNP will run and lose must get things too, because the government is for all the people.
Well, what I would say for proper democracy and proper transparency, all of us can come to the table. 8,000 odd people voted for me. Floyd Green don't know the 8,000 odd, maybe. I don't know all of his supporters, but what is also true is that all of us are living in the same space.
There
So
you
all
go.
we can do is help you. There is nothing negative that can come from all of us coming to a table, you know.
Yeah, man.
Because all of us can't know everybody. You can't know everybody.
Exactly.
You can't know the whole of your constituency.
And as
me can't know the
politician,
whole of
Miranda, as politician, Floyd Green, Andrew Holness know that once you step in politics, people are come to you. Because they believe that
yes,
you're supposed to can help them with something. These people know that. And therefore, in a crisis like this, where people are down on them face and reaching out to anybody who they believe that would put on a hand to help them, then you now must coordinate with the people who have these connections in the communities. It is the government alone, Miranda. Hold on. It's the government alone that can call people to the table, because the government at the table. The opposition can't present themselves at the table. The government have to call people at the table. Go ahead, Miranda.
And I'm glad you have said that, because my first statement when I started talking on this program is that this crisis calls for good leadership.
Yes.
It requires no more than ever. Every constituency that has been devastated needs good leadership, and leadership that is not partial, leadership that is impartial, leadership that is transparent. Because remember, I don't have a problem if the MP doesn't call me, because I am not an elected official. But my God, call your councillor, them man. Call it councillor for Brompton. Call it councillor for Black Rock. Them lose their roof too, I can tell you. They don't have no roof, they carry them asleep right now.
Oh gosh.
So just like how the residents have lost so much, they too have lost. But what we're saying is that nobody is calling everybody to the table. And that is the cry from everybody, where they're saying, okay, remember, no matter how much support you get, there are people who are more vulnerable, people who have not been touched. And what we're saying is that every single day, well, I heard Damien say it in Parliament, in I think a committee meeting that was held. Yes, he's saying, how do you assess who has not been touched by whatever supports you're putting out there? How do you know this? They do not know, because there is no organization within the constituency that is making, that kind of connect, because you just have people now saying, okay, I get a call from Forest Mountain. So nobody no reach to them yet. And me, like a frantic person, packing up my vehicle with water, I head up the hill. When we reach up there, the roadblock. That kind of lack of communication. If there was an Operation Central where somebody could go to and then you could get verified information, verify this information and say, okay, this list the communities that have been affected. Okay, have they been serviced? Have they been visited at least twice per week? What kind of support system is sent to this location? We are not seeing that kind of operational.
So you don't know of a command center down there in St. Elizabeth?
No, there is none. There is none, unless there is a committee that is operational. But then we still do not know a location, because
and you don't know about it. It doesn't sound like you know about a committee either.
Nobody knows about it, because I've been in touch with the councillors, and they would have been in touch with the parish council, and they're telling me, let me tell you how they're operating. There is a businessman outside of the town who still has a location that is free from debris. And that is the operation. That is the location where World Kitchens is operating from.
That's World Kitchen. That's not the government.
That's what I'm saying. So what you find is that what people do is people associate what is happening with packages handing out from that location with thinking that that is a governmental operation, because people don't know. If they are not clear, they will make assumptions. And this is what the impression I'm getting, because they are still unable to clarify, okay, will there be persons from national land agency? Mm-hmm. But what I can tell you, there are big vehicles driving around. There are definitely a lot of big vehicles, and some with stickers on them where say Rapid Relief Team. And all now I don't see no rapid, nor relief, nor team. So I want to know where are they operating from? I know there is a JDF location in Luana, but from my knowledge, I would think that is a command that is a command from
or a
the JDF,
or a campsite from the JDF.
Yes, that has nothing to do with hurricane operations. But also the only location that we had that was free from debris was there was a location outside of the town, which is the park, or you call it a location that was free, open space. You know what the people did? They took all of the debris from the town and dump it in that location. Then dump it.
So there isn't even any organization on where to dump the debris.
No, exactly.
And hold on, Miranda. We heard that they tear down a heritage site as well. The bulldozer heritage site since the hurricane.
Well, the hurricane, they bulldoze it first and then bulldoze it second.
Then finish it up.
Yeah, so we are still, because we're unclear as to who could have given the directive to destroy the park, the Black River Independence Park. Who could have given the directive to dump debris? You mean piles and piles of debris they put on that location, you know? It will never be a park again, you know.
So what you say? There's no leadership in St. Elizabeth right now?
Well, I don't want to say St. Elizabeth. I want to speak for Southwest.
So there's no leadership in Southwest. You're not seeing that level of command that is needed based on the level of devastation in that constituency.
I would hope that 4 weeks later, tomorrow, 4 weeks later, we would have seen some semblance of organization, some semblance of Operation Central to do some relief efforts. And to be fair, I think the Ministry of Local Government would have given that mandate to the parish council, which should have been led by the mayor. So he should have been the one who is leading this recovery effort. However, we are still unclear because I don't know what is happening, because I've reached out to the council. As I said, have you received a call? Do you know what is happening in regards to how to get information to your constituents? Them said, Miranda, we don't know where we're going. And that them are tell me, you know.
So how can they not know anything as elected representative? Have they reached out to central government, reach out to the MP, talk to the mayor to find out what is happening? Because it can't go so. Somebody must lead this recovery.
Well, I don't know.
I wouldn't start recovery yet. Are them not start the recovery process yet?
No, man, they're still there relief because all they're providing is food. But hear what? I know that private sector organizations, I know that the regular citizens of Jamaica have been coming into the constituency. Recently, a team went into Harati and gave them some solar lights, and building material. But this is always private sector. I saw Sean Paul heading into Forest Mountain. The support is overwhelming, but there are still communities that will never see the light of day because they don't know who to go to. They don't know who to talk to. They don't know if there's an agency that will be coming around to assess damage. Because after Beryl, do you know that it was 4 weeks before the election that they got the Beryl money, relief money?
4 weeks before the election.
Yeah, man, the Minister of Local of what them call? What
Labor and Social Security.
Yes, man, that ministry. That was the one that came down to Newell High School and called the people and give them check. Pay them check after 1.5 years after Beryl. So I don't know if that is the same procedure that will take place.
It might be there's a local government election in 2 years.
Well,
so Miranda,
I don't know, but I'm just as confused as the people. And imagine I'm a leader, but I cannot lead where nobody has brought me to a table. The leadership that I'm bringing is relief also. That's the most I can do because my hands are tied. Because
you don't have government resource to deal with
No, I don't.
restoration.
And the people don't know who to talk to, so they're reaching out to me. And
But
I
of
don't know who
course,
to tell them to reach out to because we ourselves don't know who to reach out to. And maybe if you speak to the other MPs in the other constituencies, they'll tell you the same procedure they're going to because other than the $10 million, and they've been instructed. They've been instructed to take 100 names. Now, I don't know how them are going to collect the 100 names, but them need to identify location and some pin business. I don't know how they're going to pin. So I don't know if the people from up there is going to do the job of going to the locations. But they're not giving the MPs any staff. I must have to tell you, them not getting no staff or not. They have to go and find the people them yard and pin them location, and that is how they'll get $100,000 to put on back their roof. Now that is just 100 persons, but imagine a constituency like Southwest, a constituency like Central and Eastern Westmoreland that have maybe over 4,000, 5,000 people without roof. How do you choose that 100?
About
I don't know.
approximately how many people in your constituency you think lost their roofs, roughly?
Boy, I can't tell you.
Rough.
I know that all right. So on average, maybe over 3,000 roofs have been lost.
3,000 roofs, roughly checking.
Yes.
About how many houses
Yes.
you think have been total drop a ground flat?
Well, I know we have far less than Westmoreland because we have more concrete structures in
Right.
in St. Elizabeth. So what you find is that Westmoreland, they have more board structures. So you'll have maybe five one room in a one location, and a man say, "Boy, me lose my house," but it was a one room.
Yeah.
But you can't tell him say it's not him house.
It's the most that.
So
the most.
you can't tell him say it's not him house. And I know Brompton, almost 70% of Brompton has lost their roofs. And the voters list in Brompton is maybe over 7,000 persons. So if 70% of Brompton is gone and 80% of all the roofs in Black River is gone, we know that we're way past 3,000 roofs gone. And we don't touch Pedro Plains yet. We don't touch Mountainside yet. So what I'm saying is it is woefully inadequate. You can't give a man 10,000 like you're giving basket to carry water.
Well,
Even
I said a thing here, Miranda, and I don't enjoy saying it, but the first day I heard that, I think we were on the evening. It was a Tuesday evening. And I said the PNP MPs, which I know they couldn't do, but should I tell the man, take the $10 million and put it which part sun no shine? No,
well, let me.
You see, I even got upset with the opposition for taking that. And I think everybody should have thrown that through the door. Everybody who asked a question should have asked the Prime Minister if him think it adequate. Rubbish.
Oh gosh,
rubbish.
Man. Oh my.
Rubbish.
Oh my. You're
rubbish.
Really. You remember you spend more than that on road bushing, you know.
Look here, man.
From Bush Road.
Miranda,
from Bush Road.
Let me tell you something. It's $30 million them use for make certain me not turn councillor. 30 million.
Okay.
30 million.
So well, I am left to now think, and sadly, this might not be the best platform to share this, but in Jamaica there are two realities.
Yes.
You see, the two realities that exist is that half of Jamaica is functioning normally.
Yes.
Not knowing, and even though you see it on social media, because the truth is when you're lying in your bed and you're going through social media, you don't face where a man face when all him look up in is a sky. When rain fall.
What would you say, Miranda, to a social media person who sits on his platform and says no man shouldn't take no free house from government?
Oh gosh, man. Oh gosh. I can't believe that come out of somebody's mouth.
Yes. The man said, you're the man, no? The man says, so when your girlfriend asks you where you get the house here, you tell her say a government give you?
Oh my God. But you have to understand that is not everybody that is logical has a camera is logical.
That's true.
And we need to face the fact that social media has become a big playground and ramping shop for the not so sane and the not so logical.
Yeah.
Because, we have to be measured in our assessment of what is really happening, because I see everybody driving back to Kingston to their homes.
Hold on there,
And
Miranda.
it's
Hold
like,
on. If you're just joining us, a lot of people have joined since you're on. We're talking to Miranda Wellington. She was the PNP candidate in Southeast St. Elizabeth?
Southwest.
Southwest St. Elizabeth. She didn't win, but she's still there with the people because she lived there. She's of the people. She's from the people. And we are talking to her this evening, giving us a feel of what is happening down there. So for those of you who sits up there and talk about what government should and shouldn't do, we're talking to a lady who is among the people every single day.